again, can I have one brave volunteer to do something later so you can save your time?
Berenice.
Okay, I will call you. I will call you later.
She will call you, okay?
Thank you. Okay.
You know my number,
I will use the original handphone. Thank you. So can I have a show of hands of who has watched Crazy Rich Asians?
Yay!
Who has watched Black Panther?
Yay!
Okay, as you know, 2018 has seen a lot of great movie releases and that has attracted a huge audience like all of you today. And also, Disney has also had a new trend of turning their classic animation films into live-action movies such as Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast and so on. So as I've been making these movies are good for the consumer and the company, but I personally feel that this trend of turning classic animation films into live-action movies has created some perceived impressions by people on animation. People will believe that animation is a genre for kids or for children or needs a live-action counterpart. So the purpose of my speech today is to convince all of you that animation films can actually be better than live-action films like Black Panther or Avengers or whatever. And I'm not saying that live-action movies are bad, but animation movies are definitely not inferior to them. So I hope that after this, all of you will be able to appreciate animation films more as a filming technique and an art form and more than just a kid's genre. Okay, so first, why animation films are better? Because firstly, they have more versatility and creative potential, and animation as an art form gives creators the ability to literally create anything out of nothing, just like paper and pencil. So it gives creators the ability to make very dramatic effects and movements and actions that can bring these characters to life, and this leaves a very deep and lasting impact on the audience. So on the other hand, it's very difficult to create the same level of dramatization in live-action movies. It might be possible, but it either be very difficult to believe or not. It doesn't leave the same kind of impact, as there are some scenarios that are very difficult to visualize in live action, which can be done in animation films. So to illustrate this point, can I have the volunteer to come up, please?
must welcome you, okay?
Thank you for volunteering. So I will show you a character. Can you try to mimic his expression to demonstrate this point? Okay, thank you very much. Can you do it again? Okay, thank you very much.
$5.
Okay, so as you can see, it is very difficult to recreate the same kind of exaggeration in live action, and even if it's possible, as you have shown just now, it is very difficult to believe in a really real-world context. Like, if someone did that in real life, it would be very difficult to believe. So, animation film can really bring out this kind of exaggeration and dramatization because of its flexibility and creative potential. Okay, secondly, animated films can also be better because they are less restricted by the real-world inconveniences like casting or equipment and props. So animation does need a very large production team, but the difference of having virtual characters and a set minimizes the restrictions of real life, like cast members leaving or being unable to find or build a certain set. It's actually often that live action movies often have to modify their plot and setting to suit the confinements of the real world. For example, Lord of the Rings had to be filmed in New Zealand to get their desired setting, and even so, it's impossible to literally move the New Zealand mountains to get the desired effect and the desired setting. So, on the other hand, most of the setting and the character creation of animation films are done in an indoor studio or behind a screen, literally, and this gives creators more freedom to create isolated realms of storytelling, and whether it is reimagining the world that we live in today, or even creating another universe of their own. So, moreover, about cast members leaving, whenever movies have a problem of cast members leaving is often that they need to find a replacement, which is difficult, or they have to modify the plot or the setting to explain their absence. While on the other hand, as we all know, animated characters are basically immortal because they don't even exist. So another problem that might come about with live action films is actually poor casting and whitewashing. A famous example being casting American actress Scarlett Johansson as the Japanese lead of the live action remake of Ghost in the Shell. So this is problematic and also demonstrates the inconveniences that a real life context can bring, while animated films have more freedom and creative potential. So lastly, animated films have a timeless quality and reach that live action cannot always achieve. So animation films are very hard to ignore by people of very big different age groups because of its unique combination of music and sound effects, lighting effects, and so on. So, and also these films often run along with the times, and they have a very large reach and universal. They are universally distributed. Yes. So as this is very clear from the amount of very popular Disney films like Frozen or Big Hero 6 that have become like franchises, and not every animation film needs to be a Disney blockbuster as well, as there are many famous domestic Japanese films that have international acclaim, like Spirited Away, and also recently a 2016 Japanese movie, animated movie Your Name, which is now available on Netflix, which is a Western streaming site. So it shows the reach of animation films that they can have. And and also characters like Japanese characters that have also been famous in worldwide. So it's not just the plot and content of animation films are not only confined to kid-friendly themes, but instead it is more that animation is able to turn very complex concepts and explain it in a very simple way that can reach very wide audiences. So it allows more people to understand it easily. And so in conclusion, and firstly, animation films have more versatility and creative potential. Secondly, they are less restricted, and thirdly, they have they have a timeless quality and reach that live action films cannot achieve. So I hope after this we will be able to appreciate animation more as a film technique and an art form more than just a genre for kids. Thank you. And